Don't think about how it's all going to get packaged up. Just write the damn story. Countries out here normalizing information shutdowns and shutting off group chats, calling it stability. Leaders talking about using federal military personnel to shut down protests. Doesn't sound much different to me. Who gave him that Nobel Peace Prize? I'm Limitless Eli Will, and this is this week's diary, episode 10. Look, Ma, we made it. Yay. I'm not gonna pretend that's a huge internet milestone, but for me, it's kind of a big deal. I was never the let me do social media kind of person. I'm an overthinking introvert that will watch the world burn until I'm ready to do something else. So if you've watched even one of these, or you're just now landing here on episode 10, I appreciate you. This is me staying visible to myself, but also to you. Let's get into it. Why am I still doing this? I don't fucking know. There have been a couple days where I stared at my phone and I thought, you're still doing this. Does anybody care? Is this really worth the energy, especially after work, after life, and after all the shit going on outside? Simple part, I spent a long stretch unemployed, quiet, and pretty invisible. Now I'm working again. I'm rebuilding, and this is my way of leaving evidence that I endure with intent. The other part is harder to explain. I was never big on social media. Putting myself out there still feels weird as shit, but I can't wait for a perfectly packaged brand or a perfectly packaged me before I show up. So episode 10 is really me recommitting to you to do 3 things. Show up once a week, tell the truth best I can, and tie my little corner of the internet back to the big shit. Now, one thing I want to say about the book I'm writing, I'm working on a project called VoidCraft. It's basically my life's work in fictional form. Recently, I learned about this concept called detour poetry. I love the idea because it's what my life feels like right now. I'm just trying to survive, and I'm building a universe out of everything that tried to erase me. Playing with detour poetry inside the book as a way to show the protagonist's thoughts. But honestly, this week's diary, it kind of feels like its own detour poem. Every episode starts, here's what happened this week. And if I'm doing this shit right, it ends, here's one way to stay you while the world is losing its shit. If you've watched this far into episode 10, drop a brick in the comments and tell me one small thing you're building this week. Even the tiny act of taking care of yourself, it matters. I'll be over here doing the same shit, writing this weird-ass ambitious book, studying for Sec Plus, and watching the world burn, and still choosing to show up once a week with you. Thanks for being here. Be limitless. Peace.